What is going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. We are live, and of course, if you guys like my charting, my technical analysis, check out the school. You get access to all my indicators, my live charts, as well as a one-on-one with me once you join. So definitely check it out in the pinned comment or description. But let's get started. Let's get started here. Let's go live. Let's have a great live stream. So we'll take a look here, analysis here on Bitcoin, see what's going on. Really see what is going on here with Bitcoin's price action, right? Because we did get a close here above 73, which is good. So that's a good sign. Let's see what happens. Don't forget to like when you guys join. I mean, we are pretty overbought on the weekly, right? On the daily, let's check out the daily. We're holding that 100 on the daily. So I would say that 100 is key on the daily, right? We can hold that. So if we get a close here below 73 on the daily, I would say we're probably going to go lower. As of right now, we're at least holding it. So we're looking good. Unless, of course, like I said, we get a big dump on this daily here below 73. Confirm that, then we're probably going to go lower below 70k. That's what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. The weekly is looking pretty weak too because of the 21 right there is kind of getting some resistance. So let's see. Don't forget to like, guys. If you guys like crypto, definitely like. Comment your favorite altcoins for me to check out, of course. And let's have a great live stream. Let's see what's up here. This is on the weekly, I believe. We still got XLM. Yeah. No, you would be out here live on Sunday night. Yes, thank you. And it's been a while since I've been live on a Sunday night, so it's great to be back. And is that you? Let me check the profile. Oh, Cousins, that's you. I couldn't I didn't know because of your name was different here on YouTube. But thank you for coming to the live stream. And yeah, I wanted to live stream Sunday night because of the weekly close. Talk about the weekly close and how Bitcoin is looking overall. But I'm gonna check out your favorite altcoins, of course. This is just on the weekly too, right? XLM finished strong. This coin, H coin, never heard of this coin. Humanity. We got Lab. There's a lot of coins here I never heard about, but they are now in the top 100, which is interesting. But looking back here at Bitcoin, I mean, we're looking pretty weak here. We closed above 73, right? But what I want to see is on the weekly push above that 21 MA, which is around 74k. And the key thing here to know if we're going lower is that 100 weekly here in purple. Daily, actually. The 100 daily has been holding here for the past 5 days, right? So we get a close here below that, which is basically below 73k, 73,100. We're probably gonna dump down lower. So that's what I see here on the daily. Okay, the 3-day doesn't look good. Even the 4-hour is looking like it's setting up for it looks like a bear flag, right? The 4-hour, it looks like a classical bear flag here. So let's see. Even though we got a decent close here on the weekly, we're still not looking too strong here to have a major pump up. All right, so we're still looking kind of weak. Let's see what happens. Thank you guys for the likes. If you guys like crypto, definitely like. It's me, ASL Cousins. Not sure why I posted under one of my other. Yeah. I was looking and I'm like, okay, I could see now your profile picture. So then I knew it was you. But yeah, thank you for coming to the live stream. Great to have you on here. Talk about crypto and the overall market. I haven't been going live on YouTube in probably like 3 months, and I just started the past week, so I'm live on all platforms, so it's great. Really is. But yeah, Bitcoin looking kind of weak here. Doesn't mean we can't catch a bounce. Let's take a look here at other coins and other aspects here of the market, like the total market cap. Total market cap is very similar to Bitcoin, right? It's literally an identical chart when you really look at it. So that's the total market cap. And the total 2 is basically everything excluding Bitcoin. No, everything, yeah, excluding Bitcoin. Is this happening somehow through your school? No, this is live in general. So yeah, this is not through the school. This is live in general. I gotta see if there's a way for me to go live on school. If there is, I might do like some school lives only for the members in school. I might do that. I might look to do that, like Q&As. But at first, I gotta see if I'm even able to go live in school. But no, this is in general. Thank you guys for the likes. School, I am definitely. Let's check out. Actually, I want to check out USDT, because USDT is key here, even though no one really talks about it. Yeah, comment some altcoins too you guys want me to check out, of course. Still have 8 to 12K price prediction on ETH. Long term, yeah. Long term for sure. Probably even 14, 15K to be honest. But yeah, I'm super bullish on ETH. In fact, I think it's a great time to buy, especially if it breaks below 2K. ETH is definitely one of my high conviction coins here. One of my top holdings. How high space can go? Space? Never heard of that coin. I'll check it out here for you if you want. So it's called SPCE. So apparently it's not available here on TradingView. So I gotta put like a word in the filters to mute people that say bio, because we get so many scammers here that are just saying, you know, check out my bio for signals and all this. Space is a stock, not okay. Stock, sure, I'll check it out. I mean, I'm mainly crypto, but since you're here in my live stream, we'll check it out here. The stocks, space. Take a look at it. Oh dang, look at that. Massive pump, right? So it's got to be some type of good news. I like TradingView because it actually tells you here some of the news. So space stock jumps 12% pre-market today. Retail pens hope on only space tourism. Okay, so it's like a space tourist company or something, right? Virgin Galactic settles investor lawsuits on spaceship safety claims. Oh wow, this is crazy. So, and I heard about this. Even Elon was talking about space tourism, right? People basically going to space. But I'll check. Yeah, I mean, this is a very bullish. Definitely be careful here, because this can easily pull back. If this pulls back, most likely it's going to pull back here to this level here at 3.96, right? And, you know, we pumped up here to this level because this level is where we basically created this bear flag and then dumped, right? So we're probably going to get resistance here pull back to like 4,390, and then if we are bullish, we'll put in that higher low right there. All right, so just be careful with this. Just be careful chasing a green candle like this, but looks kind of crazy. Spaces stock from England. Oh wow. I'm thinking of putting some in Canton Network. How's it looking? Yeah, let's take a look at Canton. Canton Network. Is this the right coin? Yeah, I think it is, right? All right, let me mute this. Yeah, guys, just ignore the people that say check out the bio and all that stuff, because they're definitely scammers. Next live stream, I'm definitely going to put that as a filter word, so their comment doesn't show. Bio or whatever, signals. But yeah, honestly, I'm liking Canton here. This is looking like a nice rounded bottom here. Even though we got a massive dump here, it's not like it's a clear reversal, right? It's not like we closed down here. That would have been bearish. I'm looking here first on the weekly, and then we'll work our way down. But this is looking pretty good because you can see how, you know, we're coming down to this level. Right, we built support here, and now we're slowly going up. We're getting this retest here, so I believe this will slowly go up, and you know, in a boring way here. And then once we're up here to probably like 17, we'll probably get some resistance there, and maybe create like a handle. So it might set up for like a cup and handle formation, right? Come back here to this zone at 15 and then push up. We might have something like that. So I do like it here. I do like it going here to 17, 18 cents. And I mean, ever since this coin came out, it's been mega bullish. It's just, you know, been in a massive uptrend, and then, you know, it came down with the market in a very slow, methodical way and created a type of rounded bottom here. So yeah, I do like it. I do like it. Just if you're trading it, take some profits at 18, 17 cents. So probably get some resistance there. All right. Same road as XLM. That's pretty good. So they're like a RWA focus coin. I haven't really researched them, but I heard that they're like are focused on RWA and all that. Angela, thanks for coming to the live stream. Dots on DAG. Man, it's been a while since we looked at DAG. Dr. Lawyer, what's up, bro? Man, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen you in my live stream. But then again, it's been a while since I live stream here on this platform. So happy to see you again. Happy to be back. Yeah, I mean, this coin, I really don't like this, right? Usually coins that do this dump more, so I would be careful right now. I mean, this is like, we pump all the way here, wick all the way back down. It's not good. I would wait on it. It's definitely not looking up bullish yet. Until we start closing here above 0.11. You start closing above here, then it's looking more bullish. But it's not good to see like a pump and dump candle like this happen here on the monthly, especially on the monthly. Right? If we pumped all the way up here and we at least closed here or above here, that would have been bullish. But I would just be careful with DAG. You can see right here on the 2-week, it's almost a reversal here, basically. So we got 7 days left. If we get a close here on the 2-week, that's going to be very bearish here. So yeah, I would just be patient with this coin. It's not giving me a high conviction, at least yet, right? Until we start closing here above 0.11. So what's up, Ponky? Last time Hyperliquid, BNB, and Aster all pumped hard. We had the October liquidation event. Yeah, is that happening? Is that happening? Now I know Hyper is pumping, right? But is BNB and Aster pumping? I haven't looked at BNB yet. And what's crazy is um I forgot I was holding like 0.70 BNB. So I thought I had like 0 BNB, but then I checked one of my wallets and I had like I actually have like 0.70 BNB. So one of my goals is to get to at least 1 full BNB. I'm gonna try to do that. And I'm up pretty big on it. I mean, I bought it when it was like 300 or something, so pretty good. Don't forget to like, guys. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Like the live stream. Squad's been crazy. Yeah, man, I could imagine. Thoughts on Injective. How can you see it going if Bitcoin goes lower? My biggest holding. Shout out to Marcus. We'll take a look at it. INJ. Guys, don't worry. I'm going to check out all your favorite coins, of course. Just hang in there. I'm going to get to all your favorite coins, so stay tuned. And again, if you guys want my private charts, I have private charts for all these coins with my Fibonacci, divergences, basically all charts to help you look at your favorite coins in a different way. You guys can check out my private live charts in the school, as well as my private indicators, which I have 11 in total right now. So excited to have 11. My 11th just came out, which was the Bitcoin search volume. So Injective is actually looking pretty nice here. It's just still in this massive downtrend. So we'll probably get at least one more pullback, put in a higher low to break out of this downtrend. That's what I see here, especially when you see these massive green candles. So usually these massive green candles are like a trend breaker, but it doesn't mean we're just going to keep going up forever, right? Up only, right? That's not how the market moves. So these two candles are very bullish here. So we'll probably get a pullback, put in that higher low. That higher low is going to be the trend breaker to starting a new trend going up. That's what I see for Injective, at least, right? So this higher low, in my opinion, will align with Bitcoin going down. So with Bitcoin going down, we can at least come back here. Okay, the lowest I would say is 363, basically the 618. So I don't see Injective putting in a new bottom here, unless Bitcoin breaks below like 55 or into the 50s. Then Injective will probably come down here to bottom out at 230. But let's say Bitcoin goes to like below 70K somewhere, we can still come down to like 380. Okay. If we are super bullish, we'll probably come down here to like 450, this level. So it's, it's all about being adaptive to the market. But I'm liking Injective. I like this chart a lot, especially the last monthly candle. It looks very strong. All right, so pretty good. Oh, they all outperforming the market. Yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean, coins that have good utility, like Hype, and a good tokenomics system, is going to look good on the charts. It's just how it is. Almost got 1,000 likes, over 50 people. You guys are killing it. Thank you. And for the new people just joining, a CPNG, never heard of that coin. TRB, Wild. Okay, let's check out Wild here. So I'm going to try to do an order, of course. Not try to skip anyone. If I did skip you, just let me know. Right, just let me know. I'll check out your altcoin. Man, I got to save these charts here. The World Coin. Got a nice bounce here, looking pretty strong on the monthly. You can see we came down, we were ranging here, and then we got a nice bounce. I would just be careful. All right, if we do pump more, I would probably say 40 cents is a good rounded number. Resistance top here to where we can pull back down. But this is looking pretty bullish here. This nice recovery here, right? It's just, unless we get a reversal back to 28 cents. But I'll watch 40 cents for us to then pull back down. So yeah, definitely don't FOMO in yet, right? This can definitely come back down to 30 cents to test that range high. Usually coins like to do that, right? Test the range high to flip it as support. And if Bitcoin pulls back down, I'll watch 28.30 cents. That's my target right there for this coin. But before that, we can still pump up to like 40 cents, which we actually did. We wicked up here to 40 cents, 41. So we can, you know, we're looking pretty strong here. So pretty good. TRB now. Never heard of this coin, but let's take a look at it. TRB. So, I mean, this is a coin that's kind of similar here of what can happen to Wild, the coin that we just looked at. This is what I mean. Look, didn't I just say like coins like to test the range high? It's basically doing that right now. So we were ranging here. We got a pump just like WorldCoin is doing. Right? Now we're, look at that. We're dumping here to test that range high to flip it as support. So, I mean, this could be a good price target here. If you're bullish on this coin, this is a good time to buy. You know, we had a lot of resistance here. Now we're testing it as support. If you want to play it safer, maybe wait this week out to see if we basically close above this zone, then it'll be safer to buy in. But ultimately, it's holding here for the last three weeks or so. So pretty good. CPNG stock, bro. It's the hit bottom. Can you verify, please? Sure. We'll take a look at it. You know, the stock bros are welcome here in my live stream, as well as crypto. Aave. I'll take a look at Aave, ENA. I got you guys. Don't worry. What is the indicator you're using for the price on screen? Which indicator? This one right here, the one at the bottom, or a different one? Let me know. All my indicators are in the school. They're all private. You guys want to access them, they're in the bio. But let's take a look at CPNG real quick. And again, guys, this is all my opinions, right? If a coin or a stock is crap, I'll tell you. I'm just sharing my honest opinion here. I mean, this coin is dumping here. Which, I mean, if you're bullish on this company, not coin, company, right? Stock. If you're bullish on this, it's a good time to buy. I mean, yes, we're down a lot here. But we're down here to support, major support zones, to where last time we were in the zone, we went from basically 16 all the way to like 34. So in the macro, we might be putting in a higher low. So might be good to, I mean, if you're bullish on this, might be good to buy or go long here. If you want to play safe, of course, you can wait here on the weekly. Maybe wait for this weekly close to play safe in case this turns into like a falling knife. But in terms of being the final bottom, I mean, it's looking pretty good here on the daily, right? I would just be careful. I mean, like I said, if you want to play safe here, you can wait here on the weekly or the 3-day close. Because if we're bearish here, we can be testing the previous support, flip it as resistance, and then continue this stump. You see what I'm saying? So you could play safe, wait for that 3-day close, that weekly close, to at least start pushing up here above this zone. So I want to say it's the absolute bottom just yet until we get that 3-day weekly close right there. All right, so let's check out some more coins and stocks. Just don't forget to like ENA. Let's take a look at ENA. Crypto. ENA. It's been a while since I looked at this coin. I forgot what it's about, but isn't it like NFTs or something? All right, Athena. There we go. Oh, man. Yikes. Not good. Not looking good, right? I mean, this is just not showing any strong signals here. I mean, this is just, right, we try to push up here with the rest of the market, complete reversal. This monthly candle right here is very bearish because we're basically engulfing the previous candle, and now this monthly, we're looking weak here. So I'm honestly not liking this. On the weekly, it looks a little bit more better, right? Because we could be basically forming like a double bottom scenario, but I would just play it safe, honestly. I would wait to see what happens here on the weekly close. Maybe looking to get into this after 2 weeks or so. Gav's dad, thank you. Shout out to Gav's dad with all the roses. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. SNA, what's up, SNA? How you doing, bro? Shout out to my mod, SNA. And shout out to Gav's dad for all the roses. But yeah, I'll be careful with Athena. It's just not looking really good right now. I'll wait at least for a 2 week closes above this zone. You know, we get a 2 week close, maybe even 3 week close above this zone, then you can look to get into some. Yeah. All right, what's the next coin? Comment the coins, guys. Akash, what's up, Sonny? Akash Network, AKT, Gate.io. Let's take a look at it. And if you guys want to, hold up, let me just see this real quick. Okay, so you see how this coin is much different than ENA, right? ENA is still down here. It's not even down here. It's below its bear market zone. And at least this coin had a good reaction with the market pushing up. And it's holding the 618, right? We're probably going to come down. I would say a good time to buy here on the dip is 65 cents. We had some major green candles here last month, which is good. All right, these are good closings here, right? You can see how this is a textbook inverted head and shoulders. We have the shoulder, we have the head, shoulder, and then we pumped off of that. Let me actually get the measured move here, right? This is just an estimate of where it can go. We get the measured move. Look at that. Very similar here to my my Fibonacci target to 120, 130. So looking pretty good. It's just that before we go there, like I said, we might pull back here to 65 cents. But I'm liking it. I'm liking this coin. I'm liking the structure here. What's the 65 red box you use for a price? You're talking about, well, it's one of the, so here in my favorites. So this is my favorites that I have here. And it's this right here. It's basically called the price label. If you want to add it to your favorites, it should be all the way at the left. So what I do is I click on it, boom, and that's how I do it. Yeah. And by the way, for the people that are in my school, I'm going to be coming out with a TradingView mini course, beginner to expert, on how to use TradingView, how to navigate it, how to use my live charts, the indicators, and all that. So stay tuned for that, because TradingView is definitely the best platform to analyze coins. And now what's great too is that they have some integrations with some exchanges to where you can actually trade on TradingView, which is awesome. Good to see you too, Sonny. Can you take a look at XPL? Sure. And then I'll take a look at QNT and Crow. I got you guys. I got you. What's up, Summer? Thanks for coming to the live. XPL. What is this coin about? What is this? Yeah, what is this coin about? XPL. Plasma. Oh, man. Looks horrible. Yeah, I mean, this coin is, it looks like a slow rug. This is on the monthly, right? So this is 2025. It came out September 2025. Pumped up to 172. I mean, look at this launch, right? The launch week came out 172. Let me actually go on the daily. I want to see on, yeah, literally on the day it came out, it pumped to like 146. Then 2 days later, topped out 171. Ever since that, it's just been basically like a slow rug. So, I mean, anything is possible, right? Can this coin revive? Sure, right? Of course, but I would just... I mean, this is good here, right? It's not like it's putting in new lows, lows, lows after lows. The past weeks or so, it's been basically, you know, consolidating. It hasn't been putting in a new low. So that's a good sign. So, I mean, if you're bullish on this coin, it doesn't hurt to get in here at this zone. Because what I would say is, if we were here, I would say do not buy, right? Do not buy, do not buy. Even right here, I would say do not buy. Wait for a retest. We're getting that retest here. So, might be a good time to buy if you're bullish on it. Just, I wouldn't make it a big amount in your portfolio, because this still is on the macro a bearish chart, obviously, right? So, just my opinion. It's in the gutter. And you guys are killing today, almost at 10,000 likes. Absolutely insane. What was the next coin? I think it was Crow. And of course, I'm going to check out your favorite altcoins. So stay tuned. Leave a like. And if you guys like my technical analysis, if you like my private charts, private indicators, check out the school. You'll also get one-on-one with me. So it's a great value. And honestly, I just wanted to make the best offer possible. So looking at Crow, I'm not really liking it here unless we start consolidating, creating kind of like a rounded bottom. But this is very vulnerable here for Bitcoin, especially Bitcoin breaks 70K. This is very vulnerable and easy for Crow to come back down to like 5 cents. It really is that vulnerable, right? And heck, who knows? A Bitcoin, depending on how low Bitcoin goes, we might even break that bear market low. But you know, I'm hopeful that if Bitcoin does break down low, it can at least come down and put in a macro higher low here at 5 cents. But Bitcoin doesn't do that. If the bottom is in, we're probably gonna get like a slow bottom here, right? Like a nice rounded bottom, and then maybe pump back to like 8-9 cents. So honestly, Crow, just be patient with it. If it's the better time to buy it is after a couple weeks. Well, this is actually on the monthly. Maybe, you know, a couple months, 3 months or so. If 3 months, it's kind of like over here, then I would say that's a better time to buy it. Because this doesn't look like it's just going to pump all the way up here, right? So, what's up, Fa? How you doing, bro? Sui, anytime, Jay. I got you. Anytime. We got render, Sui. Let's do a render, and then we'll do Sui. Okay, so let's take a look at render, because render, I did like render. We're at $2. Last time I took a look at render, we were like a 130 or something, 150. And I like render because here on my chart, right, my Fibonacci chart, you can see, right, we come down here to revisit that 618, which last time we bounced here, we went from 125 all the way to the all-time highs of like $13. So now we came to revisit that same point of control right there. And with that liquidation, right, October 10th, we went to 50 cents based on the wick here, on gate at least. But ultimately, the real bottom here is that 125, 123 here on the 618. And look, guys, this is how accurate my Fibonacci charts are. Now, again, I do teach how to do my Fibonacci secret strategy in my mini course. But I also have the live charts, right? These are private charts you can see. But look at this. Like, I had this chart since the bottom, right? All I had was all I needed was the bottom and the previous top. And you would have known this, okay, maybe buy some here, right? And then maybe buy some more here, and then you can see how we got a decent bounce from that level. So the next point of resistance is 271, because you can see how much we bounce off of here. So this is the next resistance level, and then 428 after that. But I'm liking this chart long term. I really am. I do think render can break all-time highs. So now let's take a look at SUI, one of my favorite coins. So I'm actually got my eyes on SUI because I want to accumulate more. And man, SUI was looking great. And look at this. Again, look how accurate my charts are, guys. Look at that. Look where we wake up to. And I actually did take some profits. I should have taken more profits, but I'm happy I at least took some profits on SUI here at 130, 140 for a reason, because my Fibonacci chart right here, that 0.5 Fibonacci is where it wicked up to the T. Look at that. And now SUI is like setting up to just dump here to my next Fibonacci target to 66 cents. So if you see 66, 65, heck, 70 cents, I think it's a great opportunity for SUI, especially too because this was the August low here in 2024. So maybe this might be the low this August. I don't know, but I'm bullish on SUI. Another thing too is SUI is that June 1st, basically tomorrow, they're going to have major token unlocks, like I don't know how much millions, but I feel like this pump and dump was basically setting itself up for that. So there's going to be basically more circulation supply for SUI coming out tomorrow. Okay, and you can verify this with token unlocks. It's a free website. So SUI is one of those coins that's very vulnerable right now. If Bitcoin easily drops to 70K or lower, we're going to get 80 cents SUI and then 66 or 70. Okay, so I am bullish on SUI long term though. So if we do drop there, I'm definitely going to buy. And honestly, right now, long term, doesn't hurt to buy here under 90 cents. Not financial advice, just if you're a long term crypto investor, pretty good deal. Oh, and Tech, what's up, man? Hey, Lewis, nice to see you, man. Can you look into XCN? There is some hype brewing out there, and I want to see what you say about it. Thanks, man. Sure, I got you, man. I'll take a look at XCN right now. Bu Johnson says, do you think UNCY is a good early entry right now? UNCY. I'll check that out right after XCN. I got you. So, and let me know, is that a stock or is that a crypto? UNCY. But let's take a look. What XCN, which I'm still holding. I did take some profits here though, like 20% when we pumped here to my 0.5 Fibonacci level. And now, honestly, this is XCN is literally identical to SUI, the coin I just looked at. It's literally, look at this, right? It's hanging out here, right, near the 618, pumps up to that 0.5. Literally, SUI literally did that. Comes back down, and now it's about to retest its bottom here from a couple months back. And it loses that. We can revisit that 0.78, which was basically the resistance here from XCN back in March 2024. You see that? So XCN can definitely still drop here to 29.0029, which is basically the top right there. And then depending how Bitcoin drops, the lowest where we could bottom is like 0.0024. So similar to SUI, I mean, long term doesn't hurt to buy right now. It's basically near its bottoms here from December, January. But losing that and also getting a confirmation of Bitcoin looking weak, losing 72, 71, 70K, you can bet we're going down here. Okay. But long term though, I mean, look, long term, if you zoom out, if you do come down here, it will ultimately be like the last leg, right? So this is kind of like a bear flag, and then this is the last leg to put in that macro higher low. You see that? So on the macro chart here, when you zoom out, it's still bullish long term, right? It's not like XCN is like all the way down here, about to break its major low, bear market lows, and just like a falling knife. No, right, that's not the scenario. So I do like XCN, and I am holding some of mine long term. Yeah. All right, we got Solana as well, Uniswap. I'll check those two coins right after UNCY, which I'm guessing is a stock here. So take a look here as UNCY. And thank you guys for the likes. Almost at 12,000 likes. Absolutely killing it. Again, if you guys like my stuff, check out the school. It's right here. Should be in the pin, comment, or bio. You guys can check it out. But UNCY, really good bounce. I mean, this is a nice higher low that we're putting in here. But we're getting some weakness here for a good reason, right? This is probably its biggest point of control because... Actually, no, this is probably its biggest point of control down here. So you can see, look, it's in the range between two of its major point of controls. So right now it's at the top of that range. So most likely we're going to come back down to the medium. Okay. So we're at the top of the range where we also had a top right here. So it's not a surprise it's getting resistance. So we have everything to come to the middle of the medium, which happens to a lot of assets here, where we come down to the middle of the medium at least. And if we're bullish, we put in another higher low. So I'll watch for not 580, 590. Okay, this zone right here for basically a retracement down here. Okay. If you do have a bigger collapse in the stock market, probably $5. But that's what I'm seeing here based on this coin. Just, I wouldn't FOMO in, right? I wouldn't chance a long here at this zone. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for the hearts. Awesome. So now let's get back here to crypto. And let's check it out. By the way, the school is also stock friendly too. If you're a stock market person, it's also stock market friendly. Let me that. Be strong. I want to learn how to do it. Definitely join the school. Like I said, you get one-on-one with me as soon as you join. So Solana and Uni. Check out Solana and Uni. Community just teared up. What do you mean by that? All right, so Solana. I haven't looked at Solana yet. $82. Pendo, I got you. Gav's dad, I got you. We'll take a look at Pendo and Chainlink. Solana's looking weak too, right? I'm really not liking this monthly candles here. It's just undecisive, right? It just doesn't know what it wants to do, and it's most likely gonna dump. It just looks weak, right? I mean, it's ranging here on the weekly. And I mean, honestly, let me actually put my my second indicator here. I mean, look at that, right? I mean, we pump up here to the 21, get a clear rejection. So I'm more bearish on Solana until, you know, it's kind of like a domino effect, right? On the 3-day, if we start closing above the 21 and 25 MA on the 3-day, that's bullish. On the 1-day, we're below all these MAs. We start closing above all of them. That's bullish. And then on the weekly, if we start closing above the 21 MA, which is above 90.89, that's bullish. Until then, I'm bearish, and most likely my macro target here for Solana is still 53, which is my next Fibonacci target. 53. Now, yeah, so if Bitcoin dumps hard, I would say $50 is probably the bottom. 50, 53. But again, Solana is so unpredictable. Depending, I mean, I don't know how much Bitcoin is going to dump or where its bottom is going to be, but since Solana is so unpredictable, I mean, it can really dump hard here. 35 could possibly be the bottom here at the 618 zone. But I mean, Solana's been holding pretty strong despite this market dump, right? So I would say, depending on the velocity of this dump, we'll probably come here to the lowest 50 bucks. So yeah, anytime. Yeah, ignore all these guys here that are saying they have signals and their bios and stuff. All right, so Solana, Chainlink, Pendo. All right, Uni. Yeah, Uni and Cardano, and then Pendo. So I'm just going to do this in order. How can I join your school? It should be in the bio. So just click the link in the bio. And I recommend you watch this video. You see this video right here of me talking? Watch that before you join, because I basically explain everything you get. Also read the about page. It explains everything you get here as well. Okay, and again, if you have any questions, this is my official Sir Lewis official email right there. So it should be the link in the bio. So the next coin was Uniswap. Take a look at Uniswap. Haven't looked at Uniswap in a bit. I'm guessing it looks pretty bad because ETH is down. So, man, I gotta save Uniswap here. Where's the Gate.io? I gotta add it to my, let me add it here to my watch list. Just added it right there. Yeah, I mean, Uniswap looks awful. At some point, Uniswap was looking decent. But ever since October 10th, right, where we had the massive crash, it just kept dropping like a falling knife. So the play of Uniswap is to basically just wait it out, right? I mean, look at this. Does this look like the bottom is in? No. It looks very weak. And this could keep putting in new lows, especially if Bitcoin drops. So, right, the safe way to trade this, and again, I teach this, is really just wait out here until it starts to consolidate, right? If it starts to consolidate and push up, even you don't have to get the exact bottom, but you're going to buy in at a safer price. Because if you buy in right now, weeks, months pass by, we might be lower. If you don't buy in right now, well, let's say you don't buy right now, but you wait a couple months, right? We go down lower, but we start consolidating, we start pushing up, you buy in right there. It's much safer. You see what I'm saying? So I would just, this will be one of those coins that I wouldn't buy right now. Unless you're mega bullish in it and you want to get a position, maybe 5%, 10%. But just not a really high percentage, because it can still keep putting in new lows. All right, and so Jay also commented Cardano, and Pendo is next, but Cardano is very similar too. Cardano is not looking too good either. Like I said, if you're bullish on Cardano, doesn't hurt to buy right now if you're long term. It is at major lows here, but similar to Uniswap, it can put in new lows easy, right? All it takes is Bitcoin to drop more, and Cardano might come here to 15, 13 cents. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see 15 cents Cardano. All right, so Pendo, anytime, guys. I got you guys. Let me get this guy. There we go. Yeah, so we got Pendo, Chainlink. Let's take a look at Pendo. I gotta save Pendo too to my watch list. I don't have it here, so let me save it to my watch list. I charted it before, I just don't have it on my watch list. Oh wow, look at that. Look at my Fibonacci chart at work. Just put right there the exact bottom wick. There we go. So we come exactly to my Fibonacci target, to that 0.38. I'll get a decent bounce here. Wick up here to the previous Fibonacci target, get resistance. So we're ultimately just playing ping pong here between my Fibonacci targets here for Pendo. All right, boom, boom. You see, like, this is what I mean by a lot of coins like to go to the medium, right? So we We dump down here to the Fibonacci. Then we push up to the high range, which was massive support from the past. Obviously, you don't want to buy there. You don't want to buy into green candles. You don't want to buy at previous support and at the high range. So what do? You wait for it to get to the medium. So I would say right now is a decent buy. Okay. I would say this is a decent buy here. Not saying the bottom is in, but usually coins like to do this. Consolidate and then start pushing up. Now again, the market dumps. Thank you, Gav's dad. Whoa. Thank you. Shout out to Gav's dad with the galaxy. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Gav's dad. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, long-term macro, I'm liking Pendle. You know, I'm liking it. I just don't know how this chart would react if Bitcoin really crashed, right? Obviously, we're going to come down here to test that bottom here, that 0.38, 95 cents. But I don't know. I mean, there's a scenario where we can come down here, form like a double bottom, and then depending on what Bitcoin does, that could be the bottom and we could start going up. Or if Bitcoin really has a hard crash into the 50s or lower, the next Fibonacci target is like 49 cents. So it's all about being adaptive and seeing where we are compared to the overall market. But I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'm going to keep you updated on this coin when I go live, because I do like this long term here. It looks like a very strong coin. So yeah. Thank you, Summer. What was the next coin, guys? Comment the next coins. I'm going to check all the coins here in the live. Bitcoin did get a decent close here, right? Not a super bearish close on the weekly, but it's still looking kind of weak. Let's see how we open tomorrow on Monday. Like I said, the daily, if you want a clear signal here for Bitcoin, getting a close below that 100 MA here in purple on the daily is probably that bearish signal for us to break down lower. Because we've been holding this for the past 5 days. We actually just tested it today. So yeah, so we get a close here basically below 73,200 on the daily. I would say that's very, very bearish right there. And also bearish that we can't close above that 21 weekly here in blue. So we're looking kind of weak here, but this can turn around, right? We can turn this around depending what happens this week. All right, so let's check them out here. Oh yeah, I forgot Say was let's do them in order. I know Say was next here. So we got Say, XLM, Chainlink, Say. All right, so let's do them in order. I know Say was next, and then Chainlink, and then XLM. I haven't looked at XLM yet. All right, where is Say? I believe I have a little bit of this coin that I'm down on. Yeah, this coin is one of those coins that's just a high risk, high reward coin. It's not super low cap, right? But this does recover. It's going to be really high reward. Not the best chart because we dumped down and we basically broke that 2023 low. So, I mean, that's not good at all. What's decent here is that we did get a bounce here with the market, but again, this could easily be a bear flag if Bitcoin confirms its bear flag and breaks to the downside, right? We can, you know, continue this to the, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Obviously, this is just an estimate here, but it comes down to my next Fibonacci target, which is basically like another 50% drop. So yeah, I mean, Say can definitely dump more if Bitcoin dumps more. This isn't a bear flag. And we continue up. And I would say the next major target for say is 10 cents. For sure. And I would say the signal for that here on the weekly, right, is if we get a close here above the 21, which has been resistance. Look at that. For multiple weeks. But if we start closing here above the 21, the 25, we're most likely going to 10 cents. All right. So, yeah. Every day is open for Bitcoin. All right, so Chainlink was next. Chainlink at $9. You can see Chainlink. Let me put this out here real quick. Chainlink's basically been ranging. And it just came down to its medium. Came here, basically the 618, right? So, I mean, very similar, right? We were ranging here from like 7 to 10. Top of the range, we come back down to the medium, right? So right now we're at the medium. So honestly, anything under $10 I think is a good deal for Chainlink. But you can see that it's still very bearish here, right? Because we're just riding that 21 MA down. So if you want to flip bullish, we got to close above the 21 MA here in blue. And once we close above it, we can't get a reversal like right there. So we need to close above 950, 930, 950. Otherwise, we're probably just going to come down and retest the lows here of 823. And then depending how much Bitcoin dumps, there still is a chance Chainlink can come down from this past range here, possibly to like 6, right? 7, 6. So it can definitely still dump here for sure into that zone. But Chainlink is just a very boring coin on the charts, but I think it's a great coin to buy. It's in the range that it's never been in before when you really think about it. It's been ranging here for the entire bear market. Then we pump. We've been ranging up above the 618. We lose the 618. And now this zone right here, this gap, we really never spent a lot of time here. You see? Because we had a God candle right here. We had all these wicks going down here but closing above it. And this is like the first time we're actually closing in this zone, ranging, ultimately creating a macro higher low. So I'm long-term Chainlink. I really think it's a bullish coin. What's up, Tony? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Appreciate it. Everything goes down with Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, except for the coins at the moment, right? Like Hype, BNB. What other coins are not going down with Bitcoin? Thank you guys for the follows too, by the way. If you guys like crypto, you're in the right place. I'm going to be live streaming consistently. So, XLM. Let's take a look at XLM. 26 cents. So XLM did the highest it went up to was actually, wow, look at that, 30 cents. I told you guys, and I told you guys here like 2 days ago when I was live, it can come up here to 30 cents. Well, technically 29.79, right? Not exactly 30 cents, but I told you guys we'll probably come up here, then slowly come down. And we came down. If you actually look at the daily, yeah, look at that. So we went to 29. Went down back to like 22. And now we got a reversal to the upside. So this is pretty bullish. This is bullish price action here. And we might keep pumping here depending on what happens Monday. Much higher, right? Maybe even go to 40 cents. I mean, if the market was bullish, we would be probably at 40 cents already. But with the market bearish like this, XLM definitely follows Bitcoin, and there's still just a big chance we can still come down and test 18, 20 cents, right? So don't FOMO in. Because Bitcoin going down lower, we can still come down here for XLM. Long term though, XLM is one of my top coins for sure. And I do a long-term price prediction on YouTube. You can check it out. It's my recent video on where XLM could come up based on breaking this pendant, right? So check it out. It's on YouTube. It's like an 8-minute video. So very bullish. See some more coins we got here. You got Zcash, HBAR. Let me just scroll up to see if I'm missing any coins you guys asked for. I'm doing good. How about you, SNA? Double bottom. Yeah, we covered XLM, say, Chainlink. Yeah, I think the next one was Hyperliquid. Actually, HBAR. Yeah, so you commented first. So HBAR, Hyperliquid. And then we'll go in order after that. HBAR, we did move up here with XLM, just not as high, right? As much as a pump as XLM. And we are pulling back down here to this zone. So I mean, if we are bullish here, this could be a retest of the zone, right? We might be putting like a cup and handle formation and then pushing up. Possibly get some resistance here at 12 cents. Okay, this is the bullish scenario. If Bitcoin starts breaking 73, 72, we'll probably come down to like 7 cents here. To the bottom of the range here at the 618 Fibonacci level. So I would say HBAR at this price has everything to be the bottom. Depending how much Bitcoin crashes, there still is a chance we can go to 6 cents. Okay, that's still on the table for the last leg down, right? So this is the level I would watch for HBAR. Because even though we're very oversold here on stochastic, doesn't mean the bottom is in just yet. I would say on the monthly, right, once we get a close above the 20 here, is a much higher probability that the bottom is in for HBAR. But we're still not there yet. Still some time to go. All right, let me mute this guy. Boogeyman, what's up, bro? How you been? Now we got both of our mods here. This is awesome. Has been a while since we got both of our mods in the same live. Pretty awesome. And we got over 50 people, so you guys been killing it. You guys been killing it. I can't even imagine how it's gonna be here when we get the euphoria bull market. I'm not gonna be able to keep up with the comments. It's gonna be too chaotic. Best buy today. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to put some fill words to block, because I mean these scammers, they're just evolving, man. I mean, I never had scammers in the live stream, and now every live I've been here since the past month, these guys are just all over. I was buying XLM at 14, 15 cents. That's awesome, man. I bought XLM pretty low too. All right, so what's the coins we got here? We got Shiba Inu, ZBCN, Bitcoin, WorldCoin. Oh, send me on Telegram. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, we got both of our mods here. It's awesome. All right, so what was it? ZBCN. You guys want ZBCN? ZBCN. Let's see here. Where's Gate? Where's Gate.io? There we go. ZBCN did have that pullback, right? And then we got that bullish bounce, which is good to see. You want to see coins react to the market positively and not just stay down here and look weak. So we got that bullish bounce here to previous point of control. And again, like, I love patterns, right? But I wouldn't rely just on patterns. But this can set up to be a head and shoulders, so that, you know, you want to keep that in mind. You know, if the bullish scenario plays off, even if we bounce right now, it'll be a head and shoulders formation. The only way to validate that is if we break the low, right? So I'm liking this setup for a ZBCN. Let me actually put a Fibonacci here. I'm kind of curious. Never did a Fibonacci on this coin. Wow, okay. And again, guys, I teach my secret Fibonacci strategy in the school. I have a mini course on it. Well, you can see, look how accurate that is, right? So using this, you would be like, okay, this is a great time to buy here at 618. Beautiful bounce. So, I mean, we have everything to still drop down to like 0246 around here. Then we put my MAs here. That's also near where the 100 MA here on the weekly is. So there's a lot of confluence for us to drop down here to 0.25, 0.24 zone. But overall, long-term bullish. I like this this chart. I like the structure. All right, let me see. Sorry, I've been slacking. No, it's all good, bro. I haven't been live in I mean, I've been live here consistently the last week or so, but I haven't been live in a while, so it's all good. But I'm super hyped though at upgrading my PC. I'm trying to sell this one, so. And I've been having this PC. This was literally the best investment I made like 15 years ago or something. I forget how long, but this PC I bought for $1,000. Literally when I was in high school, and I was just starting YouTube. And for $1,000, right? Like that, I don't even know how much I made off of this from not just YouTube alone, but like other platforms. So I should have upgraded a long time ago, but it's just been such a great PC. I never really had problems live streaming, editing, but I'm finally taking that step and I'm getting a really good PC. So it's gonna be pretty good. You got it in the 9 cents for what coin, XLM or the previous one? A lot of you guys want XLM again. I'll take a look at XLM. If you guys want the full price prediction on XLM long term, check out the YouTube video. 8 minutes long. I go deep, in depth. I mean in depth, not just the charts, but also the market cap and everything. It almost got 1,000 views on YouTube. Definitely go check it out. As well, if you guys want my private charts, check out the school. Should be in the bio right here. You get one-on-one with me as well. But make sure you watch this video if you want to join. So XLM, like I said, it's getting some bullish price action here on the daily. We basically got a reversal. You see, we got a pullback, reversal, and now we're looking strong here, right? We're up strong here. So I'm liking this. I'm liking that daily. The 4-hour is also looking good, right? It's also looking pretty good here. So I said this last stream. I said, look, 30 cents. We basically came up to 30 cents. We'll probably get a pullback there. And we did. It was a pretty decent one, 22. We got a bounce. Since we're looking bullish here, we can definitely pump up to 40 cents and then start pulling back for real. But it's going to depend on a lot on Bitcoin, right? You want to be adaptive to what Bitcoin does. Depending on how much Bitcoin dumps, we can still go back to 18 cents. So, well, hopefully it can happen here for XLM long term, right? Looking up long term is a head and shoulders. We have the shoulder, we have the head. We might pump up higher, but that's what I'm saying. 40 cents, key resistance, or even 30 cents. When we do dump down more on the second shoulder, 20 cents, 18, wherever we dump down, we have to put in that higher low and create that second shoulder. That's going to be a bullish structure right there for XLM. That could play out. So gotta keep that in mind. B4, what's up, B4? How you been, bro? Where else are you streaming from? Are you on Twitch? So the only two places I stream at the moment, this might change once I get my new PC because it's gonna be much powerful, is on TikTok and YT. Right? I say YT because I don't want TikTok to. TikTok has like a bunch of AIs monitoring their live streams, and they catch up on words, and it affects your live stream ultimately. But yeah, those are only two places I'm live streaming on. But once I get the, once I get an upgrade, I definitely want to do other places too at the same time. Let's get to 20K likes. Yeah, 20K, only 3K away. Thanks, Gab's dad, for the reminder. Really appreciate it. No sound for me. Can you hear me? Is the sound good? I don't even know if the sound is good. Yeah, XLM to me is a long-term hold too. Again, based on my price prediction targets. Again, guys, go watch that video. There's a lot of value in that YouTube video. There's gonna be I'm a ladder out, right? But I do see some high targets for XLM, especially with all the good news. Sounds good? Okay. Yeah, we took a look at space stock. It's up massively. XRP. Not sure if you talked about ICP, and not yet. I'll take a look at it. Bitcoin. Yeah, so let's do it in order. XRP, ICP, and then we'll end it with Bitcoin. Give you guys my update. So, yeah, XRP macro is looking good, right? I mean, if we're bullish here, we bottom out here around 120, around this zone. But I believe, Bitcoin pulling back, XRP has everything to still go down to below $1. One last time below $1 to 90 cents. Depending how much Bitcoin dumps, 70 cents, but 90 cents could be the bottom here for XRP. Not just because of the Fibonacci zone, but it's also where we had resistance here, 2023. So I would say it's kind of like Solana. It's looking vulnerable here, waiting for what Bitcoin does. And if it does go to the downside, you're gonna see 120, and then you're gonna see 110, and then you're gonna go to 90 cents. That's what I see at least. And maybe it can meet up here with the 100 MA, right? The 100 MA on the monthly. We might meet up with it here in that zone, which would be a lot of confluence there for Fibonacci, 100 MA, the past resistance right there. So we'll take it one day at a time. So ICP is next. Let's take a look at it. ICP. I mean, ICP is looking not bad, right? It was looking way worse right here. And we can see you've been following the market, which is a good thing. But I would just be cautious, right? Because this could still be some type of bear flag. Bitcoin confirming its bear flag. This can definitely pull back here with Bitcoin confirming its bear flag, and this confirms its bear flag. Because a lot of coins look very similar to Bitcoin's structure, and I would say this is one of those coins where it's been reacting here, we've been pulling up here to with the market. So yeah, I'll just be careful, ICP. Though we're looking pretty strong here on the monthly, right? It looks like we want to push up higher, at least to $3. What app can I use for future, not Coinbase or Kraken? What you recommend for what, futures trading? Is that what you want? You want a one for futures trading for crypto? What's with Hype? I mean, Hype has man, 72 bucks. Look at that. Weren't we just at 60, 65 the last day of live stream? But yeah, I mean, look, a big part of why Hype is super bullish is its tokenomics. You know, they have some type of mechanism, buybacks. I don't know it, you know, completely. I just know that it's super bullish tokenomics, and this is why I say it. This is why, to me, the two most important things about crypto is the charts, number one, and then the tokenomics, because the tokenomics is kind of like behind the supply and everything with the crypto. And then if the tokenomics are good, the chart will be good, right? And the tokenomics for Hype, it's good tokenomics, right? The mechanism and everything, which is part of the tokenomics, and because it basically mirrors, the chart basically mirrors the good tokenomics. So you can see how, and we got a fast pullback too, right? I remember when Hype starting to pull back to like 56, and you can see this is bullish price action here. In just 2 days, we basically close here, and then we're on that continuation, and we're basically in price discovery right now. So Blowfin, yeah, Blowfin is pretty good. Now, depending on where you live, you might not be able to use Blowfin, I think. I agree. That's why I love Injective. Yeah, for futures. If you want one, so I have a referral for BTCC where you'll get like a deposit bonus and some rewards, as well as for what's the other one that I have? BitUnix. So those are the two ones I actually recommend, BTCC and BitUnix. You can use them in the United States. They're non-KYC, and I've been using them for 2 years. Never had any problems with the withdrawals. But if you want, I don't have them in my bio anymore because I have my school link in the bio. If you want my referral code, just send me a DM, like this official account only, and then I'll send you the referral code. And with that referral code, you'll get like at least some bonuses or rewards for just joining. Honestly, Hype probably has everything to go to over $100, even $200. Too late to buy? Not really, honestly. If you really research Hype, I still think Hype has, it can definitely go to $200 or higher. And look at that, my Fibonacci backs that up right there at that point 65 right there. It was like 198, 200 basically, and then the higher target like 220. So the next resistance point here is 98, which makes sense, right? Rounded number, $100, and then 120. So again, if you guys want to learn my Fibonacci secret strategy, it's all in my school. Definitely check it out. All right, let's go to Bitcoin. Yeah, thank you. I'll send to you. Awesome. Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, I used to have like the link tree in my bio, but I just want to focus more on the school community. So I just leave that in the bio. So we'll end it with Bitcoin. I'll probably be live again tomorrow to talk about how Monday went, what Bitcoin's doing. Definitely going to be more consistent live streaming. So let's take a look here at Bitcoin. Let's see what it's doing. Ultimately, like I said, right, we're basically retesting the previous resistance zone. It's very simple. I actually think this is bullish. While everyone's freaking out, I would say, you know, this is a good time to chance a long here. You could chance a long here. Again, nothing is financial advice. I'm just, you know, you could chance a long here with a stop loss as a swing, right? Back up to possibly around like 75. It all depends on your risk management, your trade, and depends on a lot of factors. But as a swing trade with a good stop loss, right? But ultimately, what I see here for Bitcoin, for the Bitcoin update, is watch the daily. This is why tomorrow I'll be live streaming here around 8:30, 9 p.m. Eastern time. But that daily, the 100 MA is holding on the daily. If you close below that, I would say that's the first domino to going to test 70K, right? So we get a close here below 73,200. We're going down much lower. So far for the past 5 days, we've been holding it, so that's a good. In fact, today we actually wicked down to it and bounced right off of it. So far we're looking good. On the weekly too, the weekly, the 21 is acting as resistance. So for us to flip even more bullish, if we get a weekly close above 74, 180 around here, above the 21 basically, we are looking good to push up and test that 25, which is around 76K. Which is where you basically take profits if you're doing a swing long here for Bitcoin. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, bro. Had a family emergency, so I had to push back a day. Oh, okay, it's all good. Excellent broke structure on 1 hour. Yeah, I'll be live on Tuesday as well. I got you. On the 1 hour. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty bullish, right? Bounce off to 21, 25. We might pull back here to 26 again, but looking pretty good. So that's what I see ultimately for a Bitcoin. Watch that daily tomorrow, the weekly. This can honestly go either way, but so far we're more bullish than bearish, I would say. That's why I would chance along, but if you do, again, put a stop loss and don't try to put, you know, a lot of people do is they put a stop loss and then they bring it lower and lower and lower, and before you know it, you're down 50%, right? Put it out of one place, and if you get stopped out, then you get stopped out. Like I said, XLM is looking bullish right now. We might keep pushing up higher for XLM. But in the long term here, there's still a big chance we can break down to 20 cents, 18 cents, especially if Bitcoin breaks down. But if it wasn't for this bearish market, XLM would be at 40 cents and higher with the bullish news that I got. So, but man, you guys killed it today. It sucks to go offline right now with over 64 people, 20,000 likes. Absolutely amazing. You guys killed it. But I'm going to be live again tomorrow, so follow if you're new. And probably around like 8:30 Eastern time to 9 p.m. Eastern time, I should be live. And again, if you guys like my technical analysis, if you want to get my live charts, my indicators like the Fibonacci waves here, these are all private indicators. I have 11 of them. And you want one-on-one with me, check out the school. It should be in the link in the bio. Make sure you watch this video before joining, of course, and read the about page. It's everything that's included in there. So definitely check it out. We already got 6 members. So been pretty good so far. And I just want to thank everyone in here. Gavs, shout out to Gavs for the gifts. Shout out to my moderators, SNA and the Boogeyman. And yeah, love you guys so much. I'll be live again tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Good night, guys. Peace. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on YouTube.